Hi everyone. I just thought I would take a couple of minutes and just tell you why I chose Plexus and what it's done for me and my family. Just a little bit of background. I was a high school teacher for many, many years. Well, not many, like 12. And realized that, about a few years ago, realizing that that just wasn't my passion anymore. While I was efficient at my job, my heart wasn't in it anymore, and I just wanted to be home with my kids. At the time I had two kids, but really couldn't bring myself to, giving up the career. So I waited and then kind of hung with it, and then got unexpectedly pregnant with number 3 a few years ago, and my husband and I decided that maybe this is the time for me to try to stay home. He has a good job, but as you know, in Southern California, raising 3 kids on one income is very, very expensive, and so things were pretty tight for us, but we realized it was worth the sacrifice for me to be home, and that's just where I wanted to be with my kiddos. But about 6 months ago, it was just tough. It was getting really hard to make ends meet, even though we were. It was just really stressful, and it takes its toll. So I was actually thinking about trying to find something part-time. And over the course of the previous year, I had been watching my friend Emily post about Plexus, and I just thought, oh, that's great for her. It looks like she's getting healthy and she's losing weight and putting up all these tips and this information. And I just thought that was really great for her, and I could never afford that. So it sounds like something cool to try. I've always been or attempted to be healthy in what I eat and what I give my family as far as what their nutrition. That's always been interesting to me, and it's always been important to me. But I still was drinking 3 cups of coffee, big cups of coffee every day, and you could have hooked me up to an IV of Diet Coke. So whereas I say I was trying to be healthy, I don't know how healthy I actually was. But I was chatting with Emily off and on over the course of the year, just a little bit about what Plexus was, and then she was mentioning that she was actually making money from it, and I was like, that's great for you. I'm not a salesperson, so I can't, there's just no way I can do this. But something kind of changed about 6 months ago. I was just like, I don't know why, but I really want to try to give this a go. I want to be healthier, and if I can make some money that will help my family and keep me at home and not working outside the home, I don't know, it was just a God thing. Like, let's do this, let's give it a go. So I took this giant leap. I didn't even become a customer. I just jumped in and started selling and taking the product. And from then on, day one, I noticed a difference in me and my husband, because he decided to tag along with me and do it with me. All of a sudden we had energy throughout the day. I didn't want to die in the middle of the day and take a giant nap, even though I couldn't, and then get grouchy and grumpy, and then I'd drink a cup of coffee or, go stop it. It was embarrassing. I went to McDonald's and get the 99-cent giant Diet Coke. I would totally do that all the time. I didn't need to do that anymore. It was crazy. And so I was like, well, there's something to this. My husband was coming home, and he was helping me with the kids and helping me fold laundry, and I'm having energy to go out and barbecue, and pleasant. It was awesome. I mean, not that he was super grumpy before, but we had energy, and we were super stoked about that. And it helps your marriage when you're happier. So we noticed that, and both of us started to lose some weight as well. I lost about 9 pounds. Tom lost about, I think he's at 12 or 13 right now. But it wasn't even for the weight. Both of us, we don't get sick very often anymore. Our digestion is great. We sleep like rocks. I'm telling you, if you can sleep like I do, it's worth it. If nothing else good happened and I'm sleeping, I don't even care. But we were feeling good. We were feeling great. And I started to actually sell the product, and I saw amazing things happen in customers of mine. Like, wow, I don't have indigestion or heartburn anymore. I thought I was going to have to give up everything. Or I'm losing weight, or oh my gosh, I have had this problem for 20 years and now it's changed, and just crazy. I don't get migraines anymore. My joints are better. My sciatica pain is decreased a lot. And I was like, what? this stuff actually works. Like, it's helping people physically. And then I started to get paid for it. So not only was I helping people and reconnecting with tons of people, like out of the woodworks, people from high school and people from college and old friends, new friends. I mean, it's the funnest thing, connecting with people and just seeing how they are, whether or not they decide to buy the product or not. That's really cool. But then I started getting paid for it. And you guys, 6 months ago, I was going to work outside the home. Like, it was coming down to that. But now, a couple months ago, actually about 6 weeks ago, I got an offer from somebody to come in and teach a night class for an adult education, or at least to come in and interview for it. And they were interested in me and had my resume. And, you know, if you had asked me that, and I told her this, if you'd asked me this 6 months ago, I would have jumped on this. But you guys, I don't have to now, because the money that I'm earning from Plexus has changed our lives. We're not rolling in it, but we're also at a point where we can breathe. And that's what I wanted. And that's why I do this, to help my family, to help my friends, to help people I don't know, and to share what an amazing opportunity this is, and also what amazing products they are. Like, it really has changed our life, and we just look at this as a blessing and as a gift for what it is. The timing of it couldn't have been more perfect, and I know that God had his hand in that. So that's why I do what I do. Thanks.